That is the sound of the jar of names. Let's get a name out. This is the last time we're going to be using this one, actually. Talk about that in the update. But this video is for everyone, including but not excluded to Danielle Kirk. Right then, let's go on to the podcast. So welcome to A Cup of Tea and a podcast. This is The Cup of Tea. And this is the podcast, right? Hopefully, eventually, the skip list will be in the comments. You can go to this week's update, this week's topic, this week's book club, this week's questions, and this week's goals. Let's start with the update. Right, so we are behind, as you can clearly tell, or even more behind than I was last week. My excuses is because, unfortunately, I had like a bunch of essays in on the Tuesday, the 10th. I wrote 9,000 words in all for two different essays, 5,000 for one, 4,000 for another, and basically that was taking up a lot of my time. I need to get that sorted and before I could work on anything, which is why I'm falling behind more than what I was. And then I had like the usual sort of like relaxing time after that. Although we've gone straight into new assignments, and now the initial part of that's done, I can now focus on some stuff. So hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll get there. Hopefully. Because I need to. I'm so behind, and I need to catch up as fast as possible. We'll talk more about that in goals, though, because that'll be when it'll be relevant again. But let's talk about now. Where is it? The new jar of names. Yes, I mentioned this is the last time I'm going to be using jar of names, because New Year is I'm going to be starting the new jar of names. I'm going to be taking out all these names that are in there already, and I'm going to be restarting them from comments on videos in 2017 on Cup of Adventure. So that's from the New Year video onwards. And I'm going to start a new little thing here as well. Basically, you have to put at least 2 different comments on 2 different videos, just so that we get sort of like the regulars in the name. So if you want to get in the jar of names, go into Cup of Adventure and put 2 comments on 2 separate videos, but they have to be in 2017 videos. Yeah, so for example, at the moment, we've got 2 videos up there. It's the New Year video and the other one, which is the new artwork. So you can go and post one on both of those 2, and then you will be in the jar of names. That is how it's working from now on. We'll maybe change it so it's just 1. We'll see how it goes, but from now, that's what the rule is. Right, anyway, let's go on to the topic now then. So let's go through this week's names. I say this week, I say however many other days it takes me to get the next podcast out. Hopefully it won't be too long. Right then, so we've got the podcast now, is what you're listening to. It's podcast. And then later today or tonight or whenever, you'll have a Assassin's Creed 3 video called Traitorous Pigs. We deal with some traitors in the DLC for the game. And then later on, we'll have a Dishonored video called Pound Puppies. You could probably assume that we're going to be dealing with some sort of dogs. And since it's in a pound, it might be in a pound or some sort. And then we'll have a Assassin's Creed 3 video called Agitating the Populace. It's been so long since I've recorded that, I actually have no idea what that one is. I think it's something to do with story missions. Yes, I think it is, actually. It is, yes. Where we have to sort of cause a distraction, if you remember what we were doing in the story-wise. And then after that, we'll have a Dishonored video called Goodnight Campbell, with a question mark. Because we finally take him out. It's taken me 13 episodes. But after this, honestly, I get better at the game so much. Like the backyard bit, which is after the Campbell bit. Oh my god, I do that so well. Unfortunately, I do get seen, but as you'll see, it's not that bad. But I'm getting so much better at the game, getting used to it. That is the good thing about it. Cool. What else have we got? We've also got a Assassin's Creed 3 video after that called Good Night Fathers, story related, both side missions and homestead missions and story missions. Might be able to put that together. And then after that, we'll have Assassin's Creed 3 pointing video called Diamond Basin Pointing. And then we'll have a Dishonored pointing video called Overseer Offices. But yeah, that's this week's, or this day, few days videos. Let's hopefully we'll get them out as soon as possible. I'm not going to give any timelines because my schedule was already mucked off. But possibly Wednesday. I've got 3 videos edited, ready to be uploaded. Hopefully they'll be out soon. Yeah, because then I've only got to edit. Hold on, if I've done 3 edited, I've only got 4 more to do. 2 of those are pointing, so that shouldn't take long. Yes, so probably, hopefully by Wednesday, judging from rendering times. but they should be all right. We'll see. Okay. Right, after that, it's time for book club. Still reading Jonathan Strange, Mr. Norrell, although I'm so close to the end now. I'm like 100 pages, maybe 200 away. Like, after you get past the middle, I'll fly for it. But yeah, it's really good now, right now. Basically, the big event that sort of spurs the ending conclusions of the film has happened. So now, obviously, the big stuff is the final act is happening. And it's just, it's so good. I can't wait to get to the end now. But basically, there's the motivation of one of the characters to do something. Plus, there's also the split from Jonathan Strange and Mr. Norrell that we've talked about before. It's getting very interesting, which is good because I've got other books I want to read. Alright then, so, community section now then. Let's go on to the first one, which is Mention Monday. So these are the people that commented on last week's videos, or since the last podcast, which has been about 2 weeks. Ooh, so behind. But let's go through this list then, shall we? So, we say a big thank you to Max Ravage, Spudley Dudley, Horrier, Overlord Master, Dragonlord 55511, Jake N, and Small Snake G. Right then, so thank you all for commenting on the videos that were up last time. Hopefully you enjoyed the Swings Week's videos too. Right then, after that we go on to the Q&A. We have 2 questions this week. We have one for Overlord Master who says, do you watch other people's YouTube videos? Now this wasn't actually a question for the podcast, but I put it in because it's such a good answer. Well, detailed answer. Something I'm passionate about because yes, I do watch a lot of other people's YouTube videos. And this actually does cause problems for creators like myself, for people who watch it, because if you watch a lot of someone's videos, you instinctively use stuff that they say because you watch them so much. Like, for example, I watch a lot of Jesse Cox. At the moment, that's pretty much all I'm watching, pretty much, because, again, I'm behind with watching YouTube videos from, like, 2013, so I'm trying to go through all of Jesse Cox's videos first, then I'll probably do Shaytards, even though they're finishing soon, and then after that, who knows, but I did used to watch a lot of different videos. Like I used to watch a lot of Yogscast, and I used to watch a lot of... Who was the other ones I used to watch a lot of? That was the main 3. Shaytards, Jesse Cox, and the Yogscast. That's pretty much all I used to watch of those. But yeah, obviously you do say a lot of that stuff. Like sometimes I'll find I'm saying a lot of the stuff that Jesse Cox says, like sort of catchphrases and sort of phrases he says. And yeah, it is a big problem. Like sometimes you'll catch me saying it. Sometimes I'll be halfway through it and then I'll change it slightly at the end because it's such a bad problem. Because you get so used to this stuff that you take in that it's like you get used to the media that you consume and then it affects you. So it's a good example to show you how much media affects people. Like when you see, say for example, an advert that shows you a figure of a man that's like super fit and super buff, it sort of affects you by thinking that's what you're supposed to look like. You may not think you think that, but sometimes you do. Like it just automatically goes into your brain. Interesting. Like I said, I'm a media analyst. I analyse this stuff for a living. And in college. Anyway, that is enough of that. But yeah, that was the question. Yes, main ones I like Jesse Cox and Shaytards, Yogscast. They're alright. They're a bit more mature for them now. Anyway, let's go on to the next question, which is Dragonlord 55511, who says, hello, Sir JD262. I have a question and a riddle for you. Question. Have you ever played Darksiders before? If you have, would you ever do a Let's Play of it? Right. Funny you said that. I've actually talked about Darksiders the other day. Me and my friend, we mistakenly thought some other friend was talking about Darksiders instead of Dark Souls. And we obviously were like, oh yeah, we're talking about the same one. Yeah, the girl with the horse. Yeah. All that sort of stuff. So yeah, I've never actually played it. I played like a demo and liked it. And I love the look of it. Of it. I'm just looking now to see who develops it. Ooh, THQ. I'm not sure where THQ stands. Video policy. I'm just going to look quick Google now, see what they do. I would love to if I can. They do have a video policy. What is their video policy? It's loading up. Bear with me. What does it say? I can't see what it says. We encourage all our users, the gamers, the community, to make videos using THQ's Nordic game content. So just playthroughs, instructor videos, or just plain fun movies. Great stuff. So that is basically a yes. That is a yes indeed. I will definitely be able to do that in future. Possibly a very, very good yes, because I want to play that actually. So that'd be a nice little inclusion to put in. I might actually put that on my subscribers list of suggestions as DragonLord5551's suggestion, because that is a good one. Right, let me just add that to the list. Darksiders. I might be able to do that. Cool. That never really happens. When usually people suggest a thing to watch or play, I can't play it because I don't know the copyright laws. But now I do. I mean, that's the publisher though, but I assume they own the rights because that's a big company. Anyway, that's enough of that. Let's keep moving. Yeah, let's keep moving because it's getting a long video. And the riddle is, I have no wallet, but I pay my way. I travel the word, but in the corner I stay. What am I? Hint, it is an object that you pay postage for every time you send a letter, and it is often has pictures on it. I feel like I've had this one before, but it's a stamp. I think it was slightly different, actually. Yeah. It was something about, I travel the world, but I stay in a corner. What am I? It's a stamp. Cool. Let's go now to subscribers is next. It is. Right, so we were at 1,255 last week, 2 weeks ago, and we've gone up by 4 subscribers to 1,259. And we welcome to the community Seicha T, Produce Zwer, Gaming Ninjas, and Dylan Laurou. So welcome to the community. If you like the idea of Darksiders as a Let's Play, let me know, as well as everybody else. Do you want to see a Darksiders Let's Play? We'll have a little think. Right then, let's get on this now. Question now. So last week's question was about the hints for the 2017 New Year's video on Cup of Adventure. Still no one has got it. Hori had a good go, but he was like, it's not very clear. Once you find out what it is super clear. Honestly, it's super clear. Some of the hints about what the videos aren't that clear, I must admit. Well, one of them isn't, but you know what I mean. But basically, finding where the hints are actually hidden is very simple. I'll give you another clue, because there's no this week's comment this week, because, like I said, not going to happen until someone gets this. So on the New Year's video, 2017 video, on Cup of Adventure, there's 4 clues, but there's 5 video hints in that. The clue is 2017, 2017. Yeah, that is the clue. And each one of those corresponds to a scene in that video. And that scene has something in it that hints to a video. Okay? Horia went proper all out by going like, on the, I don't know why that's your voice, on the poppers it says 1383, so you might be doing a video about medieval times, that is very, very well noticed. Like, damn. But that is far too complicated for me. It's super simple, honestly. The hint is super simple. The hint for this week the extra hint is this podcast also depicts something that's related to the clues. It is kind of the same as what it is in the 2017 video. Maybe that helps clear it up a little bit, but honestly, it is super simple. Like 2017, that is the clue. I'll let you figure it out. Cool. But let's move on now then. So, oh yeah, I've just said this week's question. Suppose it works. Anyway, let's go on to goals then. So goals was to get caught up. It didn't happen. But yeah, the goal now is to get a move on because I need to catch up as soon as possible. So I just need to get it done. I've got a plan. Stick to it. Hopefully it works. Although sadly I'm already behind. Oops. Okay, but let's go on to the outro now then. Right then. So that's everything for today. I'll finish my cup of tea. And then I will tell you what last film was. The hint was I am one with the Force is with me. It was from Rogue One. And somebody did get it right. Congratulations. I think it was Max Ravage. Cool. Right then. But now I'll say until the next time we meet, farewell. And I'll leave you with this week's film. With what film? Ali Baba had those 40 thieves. Sherazade had 1,000 tales.